Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Go! 180! Max 50, Max 50! Here we go! Here we go!
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Back to throw. Kramer. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, he'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Kramer. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A pickup of 15 yards, but it's now 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
A gain of 15. First down, Bears.
Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Again on second and 10, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Back to throw. Kramer. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Second and 9 now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike, 58.
Operating from the gun, Kramer. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It's Geis on the counter, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a run with Geis. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Bears nothing.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Trubisky. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. This time Trubisky will throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Carson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On the ready. 9:55. Hey, look at me. Door. Hey, orbit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, 4 down.
Now Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Ready. 30 base. Hard. Big grip.
On first down, Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Kramer. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine. He used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure they have a memento to take back to the sideline.
On first down, Kramer. That one complete to Driver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
18 Gator. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Get it.
Throwing on first down, Kramer. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Kramer. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Get in the weight room. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Kramer. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go.
They're on 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
He's got a man, complete. Give him 32 on the play. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Trubisky will throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing ring. He was bobbing and weaving and trying to make sure he kept the play alive. Just didn't turn out well for him in the end, did it?
Impressive that he stayed in the pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tacklers, but eventually goes down. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
You got it. You got it.
Here we go! 90 Wolf! Bravo!
55! Mike 55! Crunch time, defense. 55!
Beat him!
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
I want to work!
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Going for the deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now it's Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Let's go. At their own 39-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now it's Trubisky. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Johnson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. And this is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Chicago.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D.
Now Trubisky on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Delayed give to Collins. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Trubisky throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
To throw on second down. Kramer is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He pitches it. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Let's go. 30 base.
Check my 21. All day, baby. All day.
You draw Corker.
Looking to throw. Kramer. Escaping the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick, rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
It's been a long day for you. Switch. Alert.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, Kramer. It's complete to Lockett. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards.
Detroit Lions, first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
36.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
22 Jets Bomber, 22 Jets Bomber.
Mike, 55.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Slam, slam, slam.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Watch,
Hey, Zoo.
check safety, check safety.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Watch the eye.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Down. 70. Indy. Hey.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 58 to Mike, 58.
Protein spill.
Double. Check 24, check 24. Slam.
Fight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Hey. We got 3 down.
Move.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Flowers in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Go. 180. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Good track. 49. Hey, alert.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Agba picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. One last shot for Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Lions, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4.